Welcome to the bench. Here we're going to go through the fun process of sanding all of our surfaces from 200 through all the grits to 1500. These little diamond plates I got from Amazon are well worth the $20 I spent on them. You can see I use Windex as a lubricant. It's less likely to rust the plates. After we get all of our surfaces sanded through 1500 grit, we'll give them a good wash with Dawn dish soap and just tap water. And after that, we will be dipping into ferric chloride. Now I drill a couple holes in the bottom of the tank so I can suspend in ferric chloride, which will force a patina on this high carbon steel and prevent it from rusting. Now we get these onto buffing. Here we're using the wool wheel with a triple E buffing compound. As it starts to heat up, I like to rub some of the compound straight onto the blade. After this, I repeat with a rouge compound. Now I'm going to prep the top and bottom surfaces of the brass guards here. Start with a 400 and some Windex. Get all the sides. I'll sand it on down. And proceed to 1000 grit. Windex again. Sand all sides. And now I use a jeweler's saw to cut out the rough form of the guards. And I'm using a number 2 blade. Slow and steady definitely wins this race. You can tell. I prefer to weigh out my epoxy for my glue ups, get a precise measure and precise mix. Half and half is the recommended mix for this stuff, so we will go with, let's go with 2. Yeah. Go with 2 grams of each. Hi, Angus. Give this a nice thorough mix before we fill our handle. Now just fill that sucker up as best you can. Try not to get too sloppy with this stuff. I like to make sure to fill it right on up and leave the plate down there because you want it to push out a little bit. When you insert the tang, you want it to come out just a little bit. Get it seated against the guard there nicely, and I like to use rubber bands. They're pretty easy to manage most of the time. This will secure the handle against the guard while everything dries. After about an hour of set time, I go ahead and drill some holes for my brass pins. These we will pin on over into little rivets. Here I have a little raised pin I use to support the other side so I can pin these over. I just keep going slowly around the pin, then switch sides, wash, rinse, repeat. Here we'll start off the sanding with 400 again. These rotary bits are the only way to go. Just a bar of brass that I wrap wet and dry paper around and remove as needed. We'll switch it up to 1000 again. Sand all surfaces before we move on to the buffing wheels again. And then we'll proceed through the Triple E compound and then the Rouge compound. We'll be all buffed and done. So you can see I like to put tape around the antler. I also put thin cardboard around the steel and tape that down to protect everything and keep me from having to go back. It being just before Christmas time when I was finishing this up, I did not get any video of buffing or making the shoes, but a couple pictures here at the end. Thanks again for coming and sharing your time at the bench with me. Till next time, Godspeed.